Do back pains bother you, like very, very many people also experience? This is usually caused by unbalanced sitting. The good news is, with these 4 exercises, you have a good chance of reducing or even completely eliminating them. Let yourself be surprised. For the first exercise, stand in front of a wall about half a step length away. Pull in your navel and bring the groins forward so that you overextend the axis of the hip joints. So not above the pelvis, but take the pelvis into the hyperextension. Go in, push the groins forward, pull the navel back, then you will feel the tension in the upper thighs. In the groin maybe in the hip joints, and maybe even in the back itself. Don't worry at all. Just limit the whole thing so that the intensity of the stretching is just bearable, and push the groin further and further forward. Breathe deeply, and then you start by trying to straighten up again, but you hold onto the wall with your hands, pressing against it. So that the upward force from your torso presses against the wall, but the torso itself doesn't move because the wall prevents any movement. You can prevent this by using your arms. Then relax again, go a little further with the groins, take the belly button further back, and do the same again. Tighten up as if you wanted to push the wall away with the strength of your hips and the strength of your abdomen. Make sure that no movement occurs. This is the best for this exercise, then you have the greatest effectiveness. Then you relax again, go a little further into the stretch, and feel free to include your head as well. It's not necessary, but it can't hurt. Go back nicely and come out again. If this exercise was too strenuous for any reason and not viable for you, then click here for an alternative exercise, please. And now we move on to the second exercise. Now we go to the mat, lie on your stomach, but keep the upper torso a bit away from the mat. Pull the chin back, go as far up as the rib cage can still remain in contact with the ground. And now, using the strength of our arms, we press further into the overextension of the upper back, pushing out from the shoulders. So earlier we hyperextended in the hip, now we are hyperextending in the trunk itself, in the upper back. Make sure that the chin is pulled as far as possible towards the larynx. Always further, further, further. This is really exhausting because the accuracy of the control now determines the success or failure of the exercise, so to speak. Try to always bring the chin further back and feel again and again into your rib cage that it still touches the mat. And now you push yourself with the strength of your torso against the wall. You push your arms down like this. In a way that your forearms, if they were placed on a scale, would trigger more and more kilos. Yes, I mean the weight display on the scale. Then you relax again and press with your arms the upper torso a little further away from the ground. But the rib cage must stay on, must maintain contact. And once again you press firmly against it, pressing firmly against the ground. Relax again and continue into the stretch. And again, press and relax and continue to stretch further. Oh, then rest briefly and come back up again. And now we have made the front longer where we are too short, to put it in simple terms. And now we move on to the counter tension from behind, because you have to understand, pulling too short in the front pulls us forward, pulling in the back straightens us out again. Otherwise, we would walk bent forward, as is often seen in older people. And we want to prevent this by doing the following. Now we are going to the knees. If you can't get any further than this, then grab your knees and pull yourself up. Or you go up to the shins and pull yourself up. Or you come all the way to the front to your feet and pull yourself up. You should just make sure that the feet are not too close to the pelvis. Then it pulls more on the inside of the thighs. That should not be. And you should also not have your legs so straight that it pulls more on the back of the legs. That should not be either. Where does it have to pull? It has to pull in the back. And your legs should actually be free of any veins. Maybe up in the upper area, a bit on the outside of the pelvis, but not on the inside and not in the back. And then you keep pulling yourself further forward. Beautiful. Keep pulling forward. Breathe in and breathe out beautifully. And increase this pull a little more with each exhale. Yes, and there are so many muscle bundles in the lower back. Pull yourself further forward against this tremendous force. In the lower back, you should feel the stretch. There it is most optimal. Maybe a little in the groin, also in the hip, but above all in the lower back. And then you carefully pull up with your torso against your held arms, relax and go further in. And again, you pull, release and continue. And again, pull and release and continue and pull and release and continue. Always work yourself deeper in. Pull and release and continue and pull and release and continue. Pause for a moment and wait until the tissue has calmed down again. You notice how flexible it is. And again, you pull and relax and continue, and you pull and relax and continue, and you pull and relax and continue. And then you slowly come out again and feel in briefly. It could well be that your back is already feeling better. Move a little and be so kind. Give us a thumbs up and write a comment if you already notice a difference. Let us know. And now we're taking it up a notch. Now we take the back hero and lie down on our back. You can also take a few books, stack them so high that you notice when you stretch your legs, now it pulls in the groins. Now it pulls across the pelvis, maybe a little into the back, and now it's time to relax. But don't be deceived. Although we are now enjoying whether you are lying on the back hero or on books, a lot is happening because now we are going back into the overextension of the pelvis. And this is the main reason, in our opinion, for these widespread back pains, because we are always hunched over from sitting. We are bent at the hip joints, and now we overextend the hip joints, and that is a great relief. And here we can also do a bit of strength training. How are you doing by trying to lift the legs and lift the torso off the ground, but only so far that it is relieved, not that a movement occurs? Yes, tense up, keep going, but without lifting off. Heels do not lift and the back does not lift either. Relax and enjoy again. When you notice you can handle more, then spread your legs a little apart, increase the distance between your feet, and then it will pull more again. Because now, as a result of the legs running outwards, the hip flexor on the side comes under more tension. And we love this because, in our opinion, it completely relieves the back. Breathe a little bit again. And then again, you tense up as if you wanted to lift your legs, as if you wanted to lift your upper torso, and a little bit more. And a little more, and relax again and rest again. Enjoy the stretching sensation. Breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply, let gravity do the work now. I always like that so much. Breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And now it depends a bit. If the pain is in the lower back, you have actually fulfilled your quota. If, however, in addition, which is often the case, you also complain a bit about poor posture or have thoracic spine problems, then we'll take it up a notch and remove a few books. Or the other parts of the back hero, and this time do not place the whole thing under the sacrum, but under the thoracic spine at about this height. Grab with your fingers under the head and pull so much that you can slowly lower the head more and more. As mentioned, you can also use books here, maybe put a pot holder on top, which is a bit softer, or something round, a folded towel or something, and always let yourself go further down. And here you can already see how your bad posture is significantly influenced by the fact that so much force is applied to straightening the back. Just don't be shocked if it takes a long time if you have really bad posture, because the problem is in the T-spine, in the thoracic spine, where the rib cage is attached. So, in order to change the shape of the thoracic spine, you must simultaneously change the shape of the rib cage. And of course, this is much more difficult than just doing it in the cervical spine or lumbar spine, where there is no rib cage attached and stabilizing this poor posture. You keep lowering yourself further, and here you can also counteract. As if you wanted to lift up and then relax again and go a little further down. And then tension again, as if you wanted to go up and then release and go further down. And eventually you come out again and add another special trick to it. Pump yourself up, make yourself really tight, engage the abdominal muscles and the lateral muscles. And then slowly stabilize again, because there is a lot going on, If you feel like watching more videos, please click there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's time that you do, so YouTube alerts you whenever a new video has been released. You can always find a video to work on the kind of pain you have. And please share this video and tell everybody about this channel. The more people know about us, the better they'll manage their pain. Help them to become pain-free as well. Goodbye until next time.